My name's Sean Spratley and I am an environmental manager and director of ATEC-3D, which uses UAVs or unmanned aerial vehicles to produce a variety of images for most industries' needs. ATEC-3D started as an idea to develop new ways of gathering ground data, and the UAV was the beginning of commercial use, if you like. Currently, we are working with mining professionals to understand better what they need and for us to supply that imagery. The mining companies that we have currently, it ranges from baseline studies of the environment all the way through to stockpile management, so we know how big stockpiles are to get a much better control over the material handling. Currently they use a normal surveyor on the ground. UAVs increase their capability maybe 200–300 times. One of our clients is JC White. They're a geomatic surveying company and they have a need for aerial footage or high level imagery.
Okay, this is Western Hanger Castle. We're on a very historic site. My name's Alistair Walls. I work for JC White Geomatics. We're in the surveying industry. We carry out various forms of mapping, data capture for various clients who are in construction. A client may own a building and want to know what's actually there from the point of dimensional accuracy, etc. So our plans will be the basis of any future work. We've been doing laser scanning for about 5–6 years. This has certain limitations from what we can capture. What ATEC-3D have enabled us to do is to get to places where we would never get before, whether that would be to the rooftops, to the chimney tops, to the top of a church tower. We are getting quality of information that's far beyond what we were probably able to produce before.
The photo imagery that we take is within 2–3 millimeters of real, and with their scanning ability, it actually will pull it into 1–2 millimeters accurate, so you can measure the mortar width and work out volumes and calculate brick size and damage. If there is any damage, you can then refly it and actually monitor the degradation of a building very, very easily.
This gives our clients a higher level of understanding on what's going on with the building, what deformation there may be in the structure, and it takes it to another level.
With very little setting up time, we can fly. The pilot itself will pilot the UAV in a flight path to cover the whole building. So the camera is set up on a series of photos which are just continually taking, so every 2 seconds, every 5 seconds. And then once you get back to the office, you then plug them into the computer and you stitch them together. You use a program which will automatically stitch it.
What we would do is we would get equipment that enabled us to get closer to the building, to be able to get the resolution of imagery that we required for the final product. Now, this may be involving getting scaffolding, or it may involve getting it in some sort of elevating equipment.
So instead of using someone with a crane or a pole, they've sort of started to have a look at using UAVs because of the ease at which it could be used. A guy with a pole might take 2–3 days to do a building. We can do it in 40–50 minutes.
A lot of what traditionally was carried out by big companies using aircraft and using very expensive forms of photography, this has now brought it more into the field of just getting someone to fly around the building. It makes it very cost efficient, and it opens up new doors for the data we can capture.
Innovation for me is about, first of all, creating an idea, taking that idea to the people or the professionals of the world and seeing if they'll, first of all, engage in the solution of the idea. And what I've found specifically within the UK, definitely everyone is massively interested in getting involved in new projects. It doesn't matter what the project is, if it's got a little bit of excitement or a little bit something a bit new, they really want to get their feet wet and are more than happy to jump in and give a hand where they can.